Hello and welcome, John Croner with Bullseye Trader. I'd like to welcome you to the Artificial Intelligence Holly and Market Update for the week ending Friday, October the 4th, 2019. Well, what a crazy and wild ride we had on Wall Street this week. We had some bad reports come out and all the talk of impeachment and all kind of things going on, and we had the panic selling, and then the last two days we had a very nice recovery. But let's take a look and see how the charts look. Let's go ahead and start with the Qs. And here you can see, the pullback and then the recovery. But if you look at the weekly candle, the Qs actually ended up green. We have this big bottoming tail here, but we are closed above last week. So the Qs were the only indice that we follow, or the ETF that we follow, that ended in the green, but looking good on that. Now we'll move on over to the diamonds, and let me get my my chart to work here. Here we go. Here's the diamonds, and if we take a look at them, you can see we have that big bottoming tail, but we did close lower than last week, so we are down on the diamonds. That they tried to come back all day long to get up there, but didn't quite make it. But we'll have to see next week if we can break the highs of the last 2 weeks here. It'll be a good thing for the bulls. We are above this 20 moving average here, which looks good. We're above the 50, well above the 200 on the weekly. Now on the daily, we were above that 50 as well. So it'll be an interesting week next week, but let's see what happens. That good jobs report today is what fueled much of the market, plus comments made by Larry Kudlow and a few others certainly didn't hurt. Now if we look at the spiders, you can see we've got that big bottoming tail on the weekly, and we closed just below where we closed last week, so not much, but a little bit below. So we had one up and two down, and the same thing. We're going to have to see if we can trade above there next week, and then we'll basically have a hammer candle if it triggers. So looking good, potentially for next week. Now let's go ahead and get into Holly and see how Holly did this week. You can see, if you want to look at each individual day, you can see how she did for Grail 2.0 and Neo. The yellow indicates the best, between risk on and risk off. And then if, there's always one of those two marked. And then if the full risk was the same or better, that would be marked as well. That goes for the totals also. So you can see here the total for each day. And so for the week, though, we ended up at 98 trades, a profit of $2.32. On the risk off, on the risk on, we had $2.12 profit, and full risk, we lost $2.74. Now, if you like anything you see with this Holly and this software that we do highlight here, you can go to this link right here. It'll be posted in the comments down below. And if you use code Bullseye15, you can save 15% off your first month or your first year. We'd love to have you give us a try. And if you haven't already, smash that like button for me. Also subscribe to this channel. We would really appreciate it. And hey, thank you for watching, and God bless.